This message is being broadcast at the request of the Aurora Police Department. This is an administrative message, which has been issued in the interest of public safety within the city of Aurora, Colorado. The following message will contain important information about an ongoing issue within Aurora. Please stand by for an important message from the police chief at the Aurora Police Department. Please stand by.
Hello everyone, my name is Charles Richard. Today I would like to discuss an ongoing issue that has been plaguing Aurora for the past couple of days. As of recently, there has been a bit of a drug problem within the city. But it hasn't been your standard drug issues we're used to seeing every day, such as marijuana or other Class 1 drugs. We believe there is a new type of drug going around the streets of Aurora. This drug is a psychoactive drug, similar to things such as LSD or MDMA. As of right now, little is known about this drug. Only a few people caught with it have been detained, and police are still working on getting information about this drug. What is known is that it has similar effects to the previously mentioned drugs. It is taken in a similar way, mainly through peels or tabs, which are pieces of paper with the drug on it. There has been a strange property observed in regards to these tabs. From the little we currently know, it seems that the drug can be absorbed through the skin, and not just through the mouth. It is not known how potent this drug is, but it is theorized to be stronger than both LSD and MDMA. People that use this drug will often show symptoms of, but not limited to, an altered perception of reality, trouble focusing, strange and vivid hallucinations, and feelings that can range from pleasurable and euphoric, to paranoia and depressive. At this time, this drug does not pose a major risk to the city at large. That being said though, we do not want these types of things in our city. If you have any tips on potential distributors of this new hallucinogen, please contact your local police department immediately. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening, everyone.
This has been an administrative message. Thank you for your time.
Hey everyone, happy Saturday night. Y'all, I have something crazy to tell you about. So the other day, I was hanging out with my friend Mark, and he gave me these really strange tablets. He told me they were called Eyes in the Sky, or Head Rush. I didn't really know what to do with them at first, but he told me I should take them sometime. I don't even know where the hell he got these from, and I questioned him thoroughly about it, but he swore up and down that they were safe. He told me that they were similar in a way to acid, which I have tried before. I ended up taking them Friday night, and it was truly an experience. It's really difficult to describe, but I'll try my best. For starters, there's the usual things you expect out of hallucinogens. I saw a bunch of bright colors, reality seemed warped. That's pretty standard. But what was strange about the whole thing was the auditory hallucinations. Usually, at least for me, when I had taken hallucinogens in the past, the hallucinations were very abstract. It didn't sound like anything in particular, it just felt like paranoid ramblings. But the voices I heard while I was taking this were clear, concise, calm, and they sounded like, like people I knew. Old friends, past family members, people that weren't around anymore. It was like this shit was picking straight at my subconscious, pulling at the heartstrings, so to speak. This is admittedly pretty hard to talk about. I don't really want to discuss what I heard, but man. But listen, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I really think that this drug could help people. If these symptoms that I had are common to other people, it could possibly help people reach some sort of closure with individuals that may be out of their lives, especially people that have passed that you can't hear from anymore. I may have to get back to Mark on this, but I think there's a potential market for this sort of thing. Hell, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. If you give it to some people who are spending it alone, maybe it'll help them out through it.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Aurora Police Department. A civil emergency message has been issued for the city of Aurora in regards to an ongoing issue with hallucinogenic drugs in the city. Please listen carefully for important information. Throughout the day today, local police forces have responded to upwards of a dozen calls related to drug overdoses involving a new type of drug, nicknamed Head Rush. Head Rush is a hallucinogenic drug that causes hallucinations, an altered sense of reality and time, and symptoms such as paranoia, depressive behavior, and suicidal thoughts or actions. After only a short time using this drug, many people seemed to quickly have full nervous breakdowns, and were required to be kept under a constant watch for their safety. Police are currently searching for any leads on distributors of Hedrush, in hopes to fix the situation before it gets any worse. If you witness someone that seems to be under the influence of Hedrush in public, calmly ask them if they are in need of assistance. Common signs someone may be under the influence of Hedrush include, but are not limited to, anxious or paranoid behavior, sweats, shivering, claims that said individual is seeing things that are not really there, and incoherent speech patterns. If you are in need of help, do not hesitate to call emergency services. If someone is having an outbreak that seems violent, remain a safe distance away and call your local law enforcement agency. The Aurora Police Department is working as hard as they can to try and get to the bottom of this situation. All that is asked of citizens is to remain calm, and to please cooperate with law enforcement if necessary. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Dude, this stuff has been amazing.
Oh yeah, what's it been like?
Truly enlightening, man. I've gotten to talk with people I never thought I'd hear from again. I love this, and I love you so much for showing me this.
Well there, buddy. Weren't you just checking out girls the other day at the park? You're coming on to me a little fast right now.
No, I was... Wait, yeah, I what? Man, fuck off!
I'm just playing with you. I know that's what the drug does. It's kind of obvious you've been on it.
It was that obvious, huh?
Yeah, just a bit. But that's all right. But anyway, back to what you were saying earlier, that's somewhat of a double-edged sword, don't you think? Talking to people you thought were gone forever?
What do you mean by that? I don't see any harm in doing this.
Dude, you do realize that we can't do this forever, right?
Well, why not? Why can't we?
It's inevitable that we get caught.
What?
And it's going to be all your fault when you are caught. I wonder what your parents will think of you.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know it's true. You can't just bury your burdens in drugs, you know.
Dude, what are you saying? Can you just shut up?
Doug, what's wrong, man?
Did you not just hear what you said to me?
Dude, I think you've been taking too much Hedrush. For the past 30 seconds or so you started panicking. You fell out of your chair and got into this corner.
How the hell did I get down here?
Told you, man. You just freaked the hell out.
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry about that, man. I hope nobody else saw that.
I think you're good, bud.
Well, thank you. Sorry I got snappy with you.
It's all good. But can you do me a favor, Doug?
Sure thing, man. What is it?
Take this stuff in moderation. I know it can feel nice and all, but this stuff can seriously mess with your head. Just be careful, alright, man? I care about you.
Oh, wow. And you were the one giving me shit earlier for getting all sappy with you.
Yeah, well, at least I don't need drugs to do it. Just be careful, alright?
Alright, man. I will. I promise.
Hello everyone, my name is James Bold with First Coast Weather and News. Today's national story takes us to the city of Aurora, Colorado, where a drug epidemic has been raging in the city for the past week. A new type of hallucinogenic drug, nicknamed Hedrush, has been causing issues in Aurora and the surrounding areas. Police have been scrambling to keep the population under control, but with dozens of reports of injuries and even fatalities related to this drug, it has been rough on them. Still not much is known about Hedrush other than the basics, but medical professionals have been studying Hedrush thoroughly over the past few days. Since the last update from local law enforcement agencies in the area, we have learned that it is surprisingly easy to overdose on Hedrush if the drug is in tab form. It may take as little as 3 uses in a short period of time on the skin to cause serious health problems. If ingested through the mouth in either tab or pill form, the amount required to cause an overdose seems to be much less. These numbers are not perfect, as some factors may influence the required amount to overdose, such as weight, height, and general health. What head rush does to your body when overdosing can be terrifying. Highs end up lasting for as long as a full day with enough use, potentially causing people to experience psychosis, mental breakdowns, and other negative mental health-related side effects. In severe cases, head rush seem to cause brain hemorrhaging, or bleeding in the brain. This has led to permanent brain damage in some, to even death in others. So if there are so many risks associated with this drug, why take this over something more safe? Many people that have claimed to have tried head rush claim this is very different from any other drug, let alone other hallucinogens. Many claim to have auditory and visual delusions of past loved ones, whether it was people who had left their lives in the past, or even those who have died. These people claimed they were able to have full, coherent conversations with these people. Many say it was a spiritual experience that genuinely moved them. This seems to be why so many people have decided to take the risk of using head rush. Many mental health experts believe using head rush for this purpose may lead to the development of certain mental illnesses after enough use, due to losing contact with these people that have been gone from their lives again. Generally, officials say it is not worth the risk. But hey, some people will do crazy things in the name of love. Certainly an interesting story, and we will have to wait and see how it develops in the future. Now, onto the Space Weather Prediction Center's prediction for an unprecedented magnetic storm.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Denver Police Department. A local area emergency has been issued for the city of Denver, Colorado, until further notice. Throughout the day today, numerous strange attacks have occurred in and around the Denver metropolitan area. Reports claim men dressed in all black have been going around the city, mostly in poorly lit areas, and forcefully giving people tablets of the drug head rush. This is often achieved by putting tape on the side that does not contain the drug, and then sticking it to people's skin drug side down in order to get them high with head rush. The current intent behind these attacks are unknown, and while there seems to be no imminent threat to your life, you should still remain vigilant. This drug is potent, and if enough doses are administered, your health could be at serious risk. This drug can be ingested directly, or through the skin, though it is somewhat less potent when done that way. If you don't have to go out in public, it is advised that you stay home for the time being. If you must go out, it is advised that you wear long clothing, and possibly a mask to cover as much skin as possible. If you must go out, do not go to less populated areas, as there will likely be more of a chance for you to get overtaken by one of these mysterious people. If you have a small firearm, such as a handgun, the use of lethal force has been authorized to protect you and others around you from these attackers. If you have any information on these strange attackers, contact your local law enforcement office immediately. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Douglas County Police Department. A law enforcement warning has been issued for the town of Castle Rock, Colorado, until further notice. At around 10:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, a man of unknown identity entered Castle Rock Market and has been reported to have been armed with multiple weapons. The Douglas County Police Department is currently en route to the market to get the situation under control. Anyone within a half-mile radius of the market is being asked to shelter in place until an all-clear message is given. While unconfirmed, there have been reports that the man has threatened to detonate bombs in the area if his demands are not met. What these demands are at this time is also currently unknown. Please cooperate with law enforcement in the area, as this could be a life-or-death situation. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Adams County Fire Department. An industrial fire warning has been issued for the city of Arvada, Colorado, until further notice. An abandoned warehouse complex has been reported to be burning out of control in central Arvada. This building has been under police investigation for potentially harboring illegal substances. Foul play is suspected in the burning of this building. Regardless of the cause, anyone within a 1-mile radius of this complex should evacuate the area immediately. Fire crews are currently en route to try and extinguish the flames. Please remain away from this complex, as staying near it could be endangering the lives of you and others around you. If asked to move your vehicle or for you to evacuate, please comply with law enforcement. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. The following message is an emergency update, which has been issued at the request of civil authorities within the city of Denver, Colorado. The following message will contain updates on 2 events that occurred overnight in the Denver metropolitan area. Please stand by for important information. This emergency update will cover 2 incidents, one in the city of Castle Rock and one in the city of Arvada. Firstly, the situation in Castle Rock. At around 10:15 p.m. last night, a man whose name is not being given publicly at this time, held up the Castle Rock market. After around an hour of negotiating with police, the man decided to take his own life, along with the life of a local store clerk. His motivations are currently unknown. Survivors from the store claimed he was muttering incoherently to himself for a large duration of the time he was there. The man claimed he heard spirits calling out to him, ordering him to commit the crimes he did. He also seemed to be arguing with someone he thought was there according to witnesses, stating things such as, "If I really loved her, why would I be doing this?" along with, "If I do this, I won't be able to see her ever again." The man had also threatened to detonate bombs in the area, but bomb squads have determined the area is safe. Due to the nature of the man's behavior, it is believed he was under the influence of head rush, the hallucinogenic drug that has been causing issues around the Denver area for over a week. Secondly, we have the industrial fire at an abandoned warehouse in central Arvada. The fire burned for about 2 hours, but was extinguished rather quickly, with little to no damage outside of the warehouse complex itself. The building was under investigation for potentially harboring illegal drugs, and local authorities will continue their investigations once the ground is deemed safe. That is all the information for this emergency update. Thank you for your time.
Look, dog, I know you don't want to do this, but it's the right thing to do.
I know, man, but I don't want to give this up.
You didn't listen to my advice, did you? You just kept taking too much head rush, didn't you?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I didn't listen to your advice.
Don't say sorry to me, man. You're hurting yourself by doing this.
That's true. But I know it still has to be hard for you to watch as well.
Well, of course, you're my friend. But worry about yourself first before you worry about me.
Thank you, man. But anyway, have you seen the news recently?
Yeah, I did. Looks like head rush is causing quite the mess around here.
Well, we're not the ones doing it. So is it really our problem?
Well, it kind of is. We both have ties to people in the business now that we've been selling it.
Well, so what do you want to do about it?
This is gonna sound stupid, but the police are incredibly desperate for information on this stuff.
Are you insane? What if they arrest us?
Look, we'll likely be charged as juveniles anyway. Also, we're not the head honchos here. Besides, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just don't want to give this stuff up.
Why not, man? You were doing just fine without it before all of this happened.
Well, I think I'm hooked now, honestly. I guess the drugs really did get a hold of me.
I'm sorry, man. I never should have introduced you to this. I should have known this would happen.
It's alright. You couldn't have known it would go this far. I'll seek help for this as soon as we figure out this whole situation, alright? I promise.
Thank you, Doc. That's very reassuring to hear.
No problem, bud. But let's get ready to head to the station tomorrow in the meantime.
This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the Denver metropolitan area. A contaminated water warning has been issued for the Denver metropolitan area until further notice. This warning includes the areas of, but is not limited to, Denver, Aurora, Littleton, Arvada, Westminster, Thornton, and Boulder, Colorado. Multiple water treatment plants have been tested this morning with extremely alarming results. A large amount of the water running through these plants seemed to contain a high concentration of headrush in them. It's currently believed that this was an intentional act, and law enforcement departments in the area are working to try and find the person or people responsible for this act. In the meantime, though, it is advised that you do not come into any contact at all with water from the pipes. This includes, but is not limited to, sinks, showers, bathtubs, washing and drying machines, or any objects in your home that dispense water from the local water supply. Due to the properties of headrush, the drug could easily be absorbed through your skin, possibly leading to an overdose very quickly. For the time being, it is advised that you only use pre-packaged water for drinking, cooking, and bathing. If you believe you are experiencing a headrush overdose, do not hesitate to call emergency services. An estimated recovery time on these water supply plants is currently unknown. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
All right, son, you're not in trouble, at least not yet. Just tell us everything you know regarding headrush.
Yes, sir. What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Firstly, how did you start using headrush?
It all started back on February 12th, where I got them from my friend Mark. He's the guy that accompanied me to the station today, and I believe he's also being talked to.
Okay, then. And do you know where Mark got the drugs from?
I'm not 100% sure, officer, but I believe it was from some shady dealer named...
We will have to look into that. Do you know anything about any suppliers?
Other than what Mark had given me, no, I do not.
Have you sold headrush to others?
Only a small group of friends, but not publicly. I've been keeping it mostly to myself, all things considered.
I see. When was the last time you took headrush?
I believe I took it last on the 21st, 2 days ago now. 3 days ago.
Have you still been feeling the effects of the drugs?
No, not really. It kind of fell off around the afternoon of the 22nd.
All right, Douglas. Do you promise to stay clean and not distribute any more headrush if we let you go?
Yes, officer, I promise. If you want me to be honest, I don't want anything to do with this anymore.
Nothing at all?
Well, admittedly, my body still seems to want it, but I've been trying my absolute best to fight it off. I want to go get help for this once this whole situation is over.
That's very mature of you, Douglas. Well, thank you for your help here today. We're gonna let you go. You're not in trouble. Thank you for the information.
Awesome, officer. Thank you.
Good luck, Douglas.
You're gonna need it.
What did you just say to me?
I said good luck, Douglas.
Oh. Thank you, officer. Have a nice day.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Denver Police Department. A civil danger warning has been issued for the eastern Denver metropolitan area. This includes the areas of, but is not limited to, Denver, Aurora, Commerce City, Centennial, and Watkins. At around 5:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, multiple bombs were reported to have been detonated at the Denver International Airport, along with the Colorado Air and Space Port. The explosions were large, and there has been at least 20 confirmed deaths at this time. The danger is not over even though the bombs have already exploded. It is currently suspected that these bombs were dirty bombs, or bombs laced with a dangerous, non-explosive substance. People in the area, especially near the town of Aurora, began behaving in a way that indicates a head rush overdose. It is believed that whoever planted these bombs was not only trying to cause physical damage, but that they wanted to contaminate the area as well.
Give up. There's no way to win this war.
If you are within 10 miles of the Denver International Airport, you are asked to shelter in place immediately. If you are within a 1-mile radius of the airport, it is asked that you evacuate further away from the airport and take shelter elsewhere. It is unknown if there are any more explosive devices at this time. This is a life-threatening situation.
You will not make it out of this alive.
This message will repeat every 30 minutes until the threat of danger has passed, or until more information is available. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Good luck.
Damn it, man. I need to get out of here. I can't stay here. If I would have known all the damage this would cause, I would have fessed up to everything in a heartbeat. Why did I even get involved with any of this? Sure, the first time I tried Head Rush, it was fun. But after that, I got hooked almost immediately. It's really hard to let go of this stuff. Ever since I started, I've been having visions and hearing things. I've been able to hear from lost loved ones again. The hardest part, that probably has to be talking to my mom. I know for a fact she wouldn't be proud of me for doing this. Then again, she's not really here anymore to tell me otherwise. Fuck, man, I just want to talk with her again. But I know this isn't real. It's all in my head. And every time the high wears off, she just vanishes again. Mark was right. This stuff really can mess with people's heads. I'm hallucinating over everything at this point. Hell, even the other day, I swear I heard on the TV some emergency broadcast or something. It sounded all muffled and distorted. Something was not right with it. This shit is poison to me. I really do need to let it go, no matter how hard that may be. Maybe I just need to get out of here to clear my head.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Aurora Police Department. An Amber Alert has been issued for the city of Aurora, Colorado, until further notice. At around 9 a.m. yesterday, local teenager Douglas Myers was reported missing from his home in Aurora, Colorado. His parents filed a missing persons report shortly after he was reported missing. It is currently unknown where Douglas is, but it is known that he took one of the family cars with him. The car has been described as a blue SUV, and it has a Colorado license plate. Douglas is a 17-year-old, Caucasian male. He is around 5 foot 11 inches tall, and has dark brown hair and green eyes. He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, a blue hoodie, jeans, and a beanie. If you have information that could lead to the safe return of Douglas Myers, please contact the Aurora Police Department. You may be eligible for a cash reward for any useful information you can provide regarding Douglas and his whereabouts. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Billings, Montana. A winter storm warning has been issued for the counties of Yellowstone, Stillwater, Carbon, Golden Valley, Bighorn, Musselshell, and Treasure in Montana, until 12 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Winter weather conditions are expected to settle into the area overnight, causing dangerous travel conditions. Hazards include, but are not limited to, reduced visibility, high accumulations of snowfall, wind gusts in excess of 35 miles per hour, and black ice. The National Weather Service is estimating that around 4 to 10 inches will fall across the warning area, likely being heavier to the northwest. Black ice is a natural phenomenon that occurs due to light rain on roadways during freezing temperatures, which causes a sheet of ice to form on the road. This ice could potentially make you lose control of your vehicle if you drive over it. Due to the nature of black ice, it can be incredibly hard to spot, especially when visibilities are already expected to be low. It is advised that you do not travel outside until this storm is over. The current forecast is for conditions to begin improving around 10 a.m. tomorrow, and clearing is forecast for most of the area by noon. If you absolutely must travel, drive slowly, carefully, and leave plenty of distance between you and other drivers. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. Repeating, a winter storm warning has been issued for the counties of Yellowstone, Stillwater, Carbon, Golden Valley, Bighorn, Musselshell, and Treasure in Montana, until 12 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
Man, Dad is probably worried sick about me, but this really needed to be done. What the hell is that sound?
Hey Dougie, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, fuck off. Why now?
Can't get rid of me, Doug. Did you really think it would be that easy?
No, that's kind of what I was hoping for.
Well, what can I say? I'm full of surprises, and so are you apparently.
Yeah. Anyway, why can I hear you? I've been clean from head rush for the past 6 days now.
You thought it was the drugs?
I would think so. I never really heard you before I took head rush.
Well, I've always been inside of you, Doug. It just took a little pushing to bring it to the surface.
What do you mean by that?
This was bound to happen someday. You know you've always had issues.
That may be true, but I did a pretty bang-up job handling them until recently.
Very true, but look what happened when you slipped up. Think of all those people who are dead now because of you.
That's not my fault. I didn't manufacture the drug or distribute it publicly. How is that my fault?
You could have done more, Doug. It's your fault.
Maybe you're right.
The thing is, Dougie, I'll always be inside your head. I'm never going away.
Great, I just love the company.
It's all been building up to this point, all 17 years of your life.
I'm going to get through this, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Doug, you haven't really accomplished shit in your life. Stop fooling yourself.
Alright, that's enough of this conversation.
No, you need to hear the truth.
And what the hell is that truth?
Well, to put it simply, it was never the drugs. It was never the people you lost. It was never any outside factor. It was always you.
You and I both know that's bullshit.
Look at all I've done to you. You can't even look into the lights in the sky anymore without seeing her.
You shut the hell up about that.
It's true, Doug. I've truly ruined you. I've been here all along, and I'll be with you until the end.
God, I hope not.
I promise you I will be. You're never getting rid of me.
Well, how about I just speed up the process then?
Wait, what are you doing?
Just making things easier for the both of us.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Billings Police Department. A law enforcement warning has been issued for the city of Billings, Montana, until further notice. At around 2 a.m. local time, there was an accident reported on the East Bridge directly east of Billings. It was reported that a car broke through the railings on the edge of the bridge and fell into the frigid water of the Yellowstone River. Due to high winds in the area, the car was quickly swept downstream. Rescue efforts are currently underway to try and recover this vehicle and the driver, but that will likely be difficult due to ongoing winter storm conditions in the area. It is also asked that you do not take the northern portion of Interstate 90 in Billings, also known as the East Bridge. The open railing combined with winter weather conditions could cause your car to slide off of the bridge. Travel in general is still not advised until conditions improve in the area. The safest course of action right now is to remain indoors and stay off of the roads. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of government officials within the state of Colorado. A shelter-in-place order has been issued for the Denver metropolitan area until further notice. This includes the counties of, but are not limited to, Jefferson, Boulder, Gilpin, Clear Creek, Park, Teller, Douglas, Adams, and Arapahoe. The situation involving the head rush drug has become too big of a detriment to the well-being of the public. All residents of the previously listed counties are being asked to remain in their shelters until a solution can be found to manage this crisis. The state of Colorado is currently undergoing the process of requesting federal aid to help assist with cleanup and support for the area. We understand this is a difficult time for everyone, but you have to understand and remember
that this will be the downfall of us all.
We will come together to form.
There will be no tomorrow as one.
The following weeks will be difficult, but
there will be no peace, no serenity.
It will be okay in the end. Thank you for your cooperation. It is greatly.
You think it will stop at one area?
Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Look for the lights. This is far from over.